Good morning, guys. Welcome to Haywire Homestead. So as I was approaching the barn, I noticed this piece of hardware cloth which covers my soffit pulled down. And as I entered my feed room, and I'm trying to clean up the mess now, I found a brand new bag of non-medicated chick feed ripped open. The meat bird feed completely, and I had this bag folded over. I didn't have a container for it. Ripped open. Sunflower seeds ripped open and all over the floor. So something, and I also had, and it wasn't him, some of the stuff I have up on the shelf was knocked all over the floor. Some of my supplements and things were knocked over. So something crawled in through the soffit up through there and came down and made a big mess. So I have to get that hardware cloth tacked back up, and I went in the garage and found that I had a couple extra Rubbermaid containers that I can use. I'm going to get the floor completely swept, remove as much food, loose food as possible to try to deter them from coming back, and lock everything up so that way they can't get into my feed and contaminate it or anything else. So I just thought I'd share with you guys that we had a break-in last night. So we were cleaning up in the large barn to get ready to get our fresh hay in. So we've got to move the pallets and clean up all the old hay. And this little fella was hiding under there. My husband is terrified of snakes, so I had to go save him. So I'm going to go release him over toward the neighbor's woods so my husband doesn't freak out anymore. Hopefully he won't come back to the barn. So today is full of surprises. So as we're cleaning, not only did we find the snake, but we found a ground bee nest. So apparently my Brahma is going to come over here and try to clean it up. I don't know. So we're probably going to have to get some kind of spray to get it out of there. Right now, since we flipped the pallet and made him mad, we're waiting for him to calm down. I'm hoping that my birds don't get stung. I'm going to see. I'm not getting too close to this thing, but we managed to flip the pallet. That is a ground hornet nest. Sorry, I'm getting shaky here. So they balled up a bunch of hay, and I mean, I can actually see the eggs and the honeycomb looking stuff in there, and there are a bunch of them swarming around it. They are mad as can be. Hey, they're mad as hornets. They might be madder than hornets, I don't know. But that is a big old hornet's nest, and we do not have any wasp or hornet spray right now. So my husband's going to have to go get some so we can get rid of this. But yeah, that was kind of fun. So husband found a snake, and my husband is deathly afraid of snakes. So I took care of that part, but when I went to move this pallet, it started humming. I told my husband, I said, we got a problem, and we definitely do. So we have to get rid of this in order to finish our cleanup. Never seen anything like this. Okay, so we had to use a Hornet Killer, but I thought it would be kind of cool to show everybody a little bit what we had in there. And you can see the eggs that were in this nest, the honeycomb that housed them. And I just thought I'd share that with everyone. Kind of scary. I'd never seen something like this actually in the barn. They normally grow in the ground under trees and things like that, but typically not in the barn. So it was just really weird that they were actually inside the pallet. Now I'm going to take this and throw it in the garbage because it is covered in insecticide, and I don't want that on the property. We really try hard not to use any type of pesticides or poisons. This was on the ground in the barn on the back corner, so we'll dig that spot up a little bit and dispose of the dirt as well. Just trying to minimize as much chemicals as we can. So Okay, so here is the finished product. All the feed's been swept up. Floor is clean. I swept up the cobwebs and everything. Cat food. It has a locking lid. This one has a pull-up locking lid. So pretty much now everything is securely contained. The only two things that, and I'll have to get maybe a little container, is my goat minerals, and then my horses have a supplement for their joints that actually it does look like something got into it, so I'll have to get a smaller container. I don't have one right now for that. I'll run to the store and pick one up. But hopefully, now that everything is contained and we're going to fix the hardware cloth on the soffit, we won't have any more issues with any critters breaking and entering into our feed room. That's all for now. Y'all have a good one.